because...
Ah, yeah, now it worked.
And now I give you back.
We have the rooms here. Let me see.
Yeah, six person in this
yes,
group.
I can see it.
Rest of the people in the other room.
Yes, now I can see it. I'm gonna move someone else. Guys, one of you will be asked to go to the other room, okay? So we can be even, 5 and 5, okay? No problems? So see you at the end of the meeting. Did it work? Yes, she's gone. Fine. So I think we are all set and ready to start, okay? So as I mentioned before, today's topic is sports, okay? And we are going to start with the questions so we can have good conversation. Take a look at the question number 1 here. Do you like to practice sports? If so, which one or which ones and why? How often do you practice them? If you don't practice nowadays, did you used to practice in the past? So would you like to start? Fern, would you like to start?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I like so much practice sport. I like so much practice sport outdoor. I lived in Rio Mountain in state of Rio de Janeiro. The city have a lot of place for you practice sport outdoor, like hiking, trekking. It has a lot of place like countryside here. But I practiced triathlon during about 20 years. Ride bike, run, swim. I love so much swim. I can swim long distance, like 10 kilometers. Sometimes when I go to the beach, I can swim long distance. For me, it's amazing, because I control my breath. I control my movement in the work of the swim. I can release my mind to travel abroad, my body. When I finish my plan, sometimes I sit down in the sand. I can see the horizon. I may feel full. I may feel empty, because I can release a lot. For me, it's amazing thing, because I work. My job is not good energy. I work for Federal Court of Justice. And nobody one go to the court for work. The people will go to the court because they have a problem, a financial problem, family problem, criminal problem. I needed to practice sport. For me, I like something like a survival.
Okay. Yes, I see. It's a way for you to relax your mind.
Yeah, totally.
That's excellent. And you, Fabricia, do you like practicing sports? Are you a sports person?
Oh no, definitely no. But as you know, I live at nearby a huge park, and I used to ride bike in the around the lake, and sometimes I just walk for cardio, whatever.
Do you still do that? Do you walk around the lake there? That's so good.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I love Tacarau. I wish I could be closer to the park as you are. It would be nice. Yes, it's a nice,
Yes.
it's a very beautiful place, guys. This place
Yes,
she lives in close to the park of Taquaral in Campinas. And you, Amanda, are you a sports person? Do you like practicing sports?
No, definitely no. I am Fabrice's team, but I swim it for 10 years. So I started swimming since I was 2 years old. So my mom, she put me on the swim class. I was just like doing this with the leg, and until I was 12 years old. But then I was like, I am ashamed about my body because I was not on the type of the type of the body of the same girl. So it was a kind of shaming because I was growing older. So I was like, oh, I don't want to do this again. And then I have finished, but I love this. I love to swim, and I think that's my favorite sport.
That's so great. Yes. Yeah, maybe one day you can come back, start
Yeah,
swimming
maybe.
again.
And it's very nice because when I was swimming, I didn't have any allergic because I am very allergic. But when I was swimming, I didn't have nothing because I have I don't remember. I think it's rhinite, something like this in English. I just don't remember. How can I say this? But it's very very nice and very important to breathe better.
Yes, for sure. Yes. So you used to be Team Fern. Now you are Team Fabricia, right?
Exactly.
Okay. And you, Fabio, are you a sports person? Do you like sports? Practicing sports?
I'm not sure that I'm a sport person, but I like practice a little bit. Usually, I ride a bicycle twice a week, and I try to jogging once or twice a week when my knee allows me. But I like to exercise my body because I think it's important for my health.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it's important for health, but nowadays I don't practice sports anymore. I used to be like Amanda since I was a young child. I used to go swimming twice or three times a week. Then I started to play different sports, and I started playing tennis. And since then, I've loved tennis since today. This is my passion. And I remember when I was in college, I used to go swim twice a week. Twice a week, I went to the swimming pool to practice 1 kilometer and something. That was good. But then I had to stop because of work and never being able to come back. Now I practice exercises, but not sports. Only go to the gym, walk and this kind of things. Yes, but it's good. If I could, I would come back. It's really good. And so let's take a look at number 2 here, the question number 2, okay? Do you consider sports are good for health? What else can sports help us with? And what can they help us improve in our lives? Do you think it's possible to improve throughout sports? What do you think, Fabio?
Yes, I do, for sure. And the better, in my opinion, of course, the better thing would happen with me when I'm, for example, jogging a little bit, it's because I can put my things in the right place. I can think to myself about my problems, about everything, and I could put the things in the right place in my mind. For me, it happens a lot.
That's fantastic. Yes, it happens to me when I walk. I like to go hiking, and I feel the same as you. And you, Fabricia, do you think it's possible to improve through sports?
Definitely, I agreed with Fabio. It's a time to put the thoughts in the right place, and moreover, I think it's about engagement. When you play sport with a team, you gain behavior about team or oh my goodness, it's a, things like that.
Collectivity.
Collectivity, yes, and improve your health with okay, breathe more better the breath or the thoughts and health in general aspects. I think it's okay to take a time to play or to practice some sport or even exercise. It's okay.
Yes, you mentioned something very interesting about collectivity. When you are playing with others, it gives you a sense of group, and it's so important, so cool. Very good, Fabricia, yes. And you, Amanda, what do you think of number 2?
Yes, too, definitely. And also, I think that sport can change the life. Thinking about the society, so a lot of guys they can change the life and also about the family because it's very, how can I say, like, for example, someone who is having problems about drugs, that they can find a purpose on their lives with the sports, because the sports they can spend more energy. So a lot of people, they have a lot of energy, so sport they can, like, they can spend the energy and be and more relaxed. And also about what Fern he said about it, when you have a stressful work, so it's very nice to put the thoughts on the mind and also to continue work with a health mind, not just about the body, because of course the sport is very important for the health, but also about the mind, like all the exercise.
Yes, it's a renewal, and you can
Yeah.
start over. Yes, that's it. Yes, isn't it, Fern? What do you think about number 2?
Yes, I do. I think sport is so very important for your mental health, good for your health. I remember when I used to live in Madrid, I had I had the opportunity to participate a lot of competition, in triathlon. Sometimes when you have some challenge, sometimes during the proof, you I remember sometimes I feel totally tired. Oh my gosh, I I I get a I not get able to conclude the proof. But you focus. Sometimes you figure out some energy it's hiding inside you. You can overcome the difficulty. You bring all the my funds for your life, family life, professional life. You have the uh, you can learn something throughout the sport, for you overcome several challenges your professional life, family life. I mean, sport is so very good. Another the hand, the sport teach you like eat better, drinking more water. It's amazing. For me, I think with the mental health of your health, all the people should practice sport, né? Not in this way competition, but for me it's like brushes your teeth, né? It's so very important, né? You practice sport, né? Because it's part of your health, né? Sport, né? You should practice sport, no, with the obey, né? But sometimes you can just for walk, né? It's amazing.
So many benefits. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I also consider it's really good for health. Yeah, and it can help us with in many aspects, like you all said. All the things you said, I also consider. I think it's good for the mind to relax, to improve the body, to get more calm, and to overcome other situations during the day, because you are there, you are more prepared maybe. And it also gives the notion of collectivity, as Fabricia mentioned. So I think it's cool, it's good. And it leads us to the question number 3. The question number 3 is totally related to what Amanda said. She mentioned the social part of sports, and this is the number 3. Do you think the practice of sports can provide social inclusion and also help the community improve? How? Do you know any project in this area? If so, tell us a little about it. And we can continue here. Do you believe there should be more projects like this in the country? Okay. So Amanda, as you were speaking about it, do you think it can help in social inclusion?
Yes, of course. For example, I live in Rio de Janeiro, and in Rio de Janeiro they have a lot of social inclusion like this, some projects in favela. So I think it's very nice because the guy, they are living on the type of how can I say, of the type of wrong life, you know. So the sport can provide them a different life. And also, for example, do you know the league that was in Europe last weekend? So the guy who won the football, he is from São Gonçalo. São Gonçalo is a city near to Niterói, where I live, and it's in Rio de Janeiro. So it's not poor, but like not so fancy city. So he started on this type of project, and now he's in Europe win a league, you know. So it's wonderful. So that's why, yes, definitely it's very nice. And in Rio de Janeiro they have some projects. I don't know anyone, but I know they have.
Yes, it's beautiful. As you said, it's wonderful. It can change a person's life totally. Yes, it's great. And you, Fabricia, do you know any project like this? Do you think sports can provide people with social inclusion?
Yeah. I was thinking about some people that I met that have the life changed because the sports. And I know some projects in Campinas.
Good.
That okay, I am I am locked in my region, but at the Taquaral Park, that there's a lot of opportunity to practice sports for free. For free, as gymnastic or tennis, swimming, whatever. There's a lot of opportunities. But I remembering about the a great name from Rio. It's Ingrid Silva. She's a ballerina, and she starts dancing in a complex, in a huge place that her mother took her and his brother to practice dance, and they started dancing, and she became a great ballerina at Harlem in New York, and his brother is ballerina, and he is a model, a fashion model. So I believe that sports can change life and can change the community. If you think about football or football, yes,
Or
football
soccer?
or soccer, oh my, British or United States English.
Yes, you choose.
There's a lot of players that became a player based on a field, a poor field, or without any comfort when they start learn how to be a great player. And we can tell a lot of names that it's a good players today, and came some some of them came and improved their community, where the place where they were raised, and start a new plan or a new program that support another boys or another girls that could be in practicing sports practices, and can maybe another stars is born in that place. And so it's a great thing to think and to do. And I definitely agree that it's important to develop more programs like that, or more projects that gave support to children or girls and boys to practice sports and discover another ability or another skills.
Yes. That's so beautiful what you said. What you two, Amanda and Fabricia, told us about these people who succeeded through sports. Yes. And you, Fabio, what do you think?
Yes, I don't have so much to add about, because I think Fabricia and Amanda told us amazing things that sports can do for everyone, both community, young men, teenagers, and so on. And I totally believe in that it's possible to change lives with sports. That's all.
Me too. And like Fabricia said, that one who was helped, supported as a young child, he succeeds and comes back to the community to help others. And it's a cycle, and it's so great. It's awesome to people.
Amazing.
This is perfect. You see? And you, Fern, what do you think?
I think I agree totally about the some project about the when you intend to have a social inclusion, because the country Brazil, it's an amazing country, because it's the country is so very hard, different a lot of country around the world. It's so very cold, so very complicated. And addition, in Brazil, have a lot community. It's so very poverty. he have a lot young boy get totally in free time, pass, go through most of the part of the time, the day, without doing nothing. If you have opportunity to get all the guys for practice something like community, it's amazing. Form the team, the people have goals. You sometimes you can give goals for the guys. Sometimes in most of the time you figure out some ability, some skill. It's no hard work. You can make some future good exporters, good champions. You have a lot of example like the guys come from the favela, the people. You have a good player, you have a good fight in box. So when you have some project about this, you have you can give some opportunity for the most of the guys is so very lost from with their own life. The people have a goals for achieve in future. It's amazing thing. I think
Yes.
the most of the government should focus more in this some project. But Brazil, sometimes I'm so very sad because most of the good idea, the people become something in some situation for practice the corruption. Oh my gosh, Brazil, Brazil. Oh,
Yeah.
Brazil, my Brazil.
Yeah, guys, I agree with all of you. I see only benefits coming from sports and all these projects and programs. And I think, as I said before, it's a positive cycle and a good cycle with great results, helping people, changing people's lives. So I see only benefits. And I ask you, number 4, as we are speaking about the country, do you think there should be more financial incentive to sports in Brazil? How else could federal and local governments incentive the practice of sports besides money? Because we know about money, but also plus besides money, how could they help this, what do you think, Fabricia?
Sure. Financial incentive, it's a good way, but I was thinking about the role that the university plays, some university around the world plays in that way. So there is a incentives that for people who is good in a sport, or they earn a tuition for studies when this person represent the college or university in some kind of practices of sports. It's new in Brazil. Unicamp, the university from Campinas, there's a program like that. Okay, if you is a good person in some practices, or you earn a medal in some sports, you can came from us, and there's a new a special process for people like that. And I think the government has a hole in this way. Okay, if I put more money in the universities or colleges that has practices like this, it's a thing to think. And the more I think about okay, I have some situations. There is a Olympic athletes or sportmen and the sport women that it's playing or training in bad situation. They have not equipment properly equipment or properly placed to prepare for competitions like Olympics or another games as the game that happens in South America. I forgot the name. So
The Pan
yes,
American Games.
yes. Okay, and there's a great athlete, and they won't go to this competitions because there was they wasn't earn money or any support for training properly. And so I think the government has a responsibility to look the schools. Okay, how the kids, the children, or the young people is on school or at school. They have a properly place for sports practices. It's okay. There's a infrastructure for this. Oh, if not, okay, we have to put more money in this to enforce this this practices. And also, as I tell about the colleges or universities, there's opportunities to there's an engagement. Okay, you have a place to study, to improve your brain, to develop your skills as a person or as a professional, but you have a opportunity to learn or to develop sports skills. Okay, and I think it could be, but as Fern said, oh, Brazil help us.
Yes. And you, Amanda, what do you think about it?
So as Fabrice was talking, I was also thinking about and the schools, because when I was on high school, I studied in a public school, and sometimes we didn't have health and it's it's education, like, like the teacher who provides the physical education teacher. So sometimes we didn't have this, and sometimes sports in Brazil is so expensive, although we have the projects in favela, but it's not everybody who lives in Brazil, they live in favela. And Brazil is so huge, it's a lot of people. So I don't think that sports englobe everybody, because sometimes there are some sports that are so expensive, like Fabrice said, like the equipment, so they are always looking for someone who can provide, that they can pay them the sports, and it's not so easy. And I think other countries like United States, since on the school, they are always being more incentivized to sports, or in a dance, like, oh, you need to find the sports. Because I was also think that you may, even if me or Fabrizio, we doesn't like sport, but there is always one sport that you will like this. So I think that in Brazil we don't have the right incentive to find the really sport that you will like this. So it's like, oh, that's okay. And I think it's also included on our culture, so we don't have this type of incentive like in the other countries that are more that are more are more like about the economy than in Brazil, you know.
Yes, I see your point. I see Fabricia's point too. I agree with you. The other countries have this culture of practicing and incentivizing sports since they are in the elementary school. So yes, guys, we have very short little time here. Okay, I will give the opportunity to Fern to answer, quick answer, Fabio, and I have to bring people back to our room, okay? So Fern, quick answer.
Yeah, I think this topic depends on the political politician philosophy, because I think in next game, Olympic game, we are we will gain the medal gold in the in target shoot shoot because the people don't the politicians don't have any incentive for you practice sport, because it depends on the philosophy about the politician for um, uh, put in practice some philosophy about you formation a good athlete.
Yes,
Shooting, shooting. I think the people will get medal gold in shoot target.
okay.
The people, the people.
Okay, and you,
Um,
Fabio?
yes, I totally can see the point of view of Amanda when I thinking about the United States, when people uh, achieve the college through sport. Maybe they become a awesome athlete, maybe not, but they have a good education, and this is the point.
And they also have opportunity of choosing what they want to
Yes,
do, practicing sports or keep going heading
some
the
career.
studies. Yes, yes, guys, I have to bring people back. We are late here. But it was great, and I forgot to change the seconds, Fabio. Now we have 60 seconds to wait for them.
Yeah, but
Can I close here? No,
no,
no, doesn't
you
work.
close. You need to wait right now.
Yes, yes, I had to change.
Sometimes I forget to change to 30 seconds, but people come
Yeah,
back
I forgot.
automatically.
I think they are
So
coming back. Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back,
Hi.
everybody. I'm curious, how was the meeting in your room, Karina? How was it?
It was very nice to have a great conversation and a different point of view, and it was really nice.
Good, very good. And you, Sabrina, what did you think about the meeting in your room?
Our meeting was so good. We talk about many things, so I love it.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Bruna, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, the girls are very nice. We had a nice time. The questions were pretty good. I loved it. It's interesting to see sport this way, you know. I was talking to the girls about the importance of it in my life and the impacts. It's been helping me a lot, you know, so it's always good to talk about it.
That's so good. I'm curious. I have a question to Sabrina. Sabrina, do you like practicing sports?
I like practice sports, but I needed practice sports because I have a disease, fibromyalgia. So I really need practice for make my health more stable, for feel a little for less pain. So I practice workout and another activities for my health and my mental health.
Yes, we were speaking about that here, about mental health, and Fern and Fabio, they said they spoke about these moments when they are practicing, they relax the mind and get a renewal, more energy, you know, to start over, to face the day and overcome the challenges. Yes, that's so good. Karina, I'd like to know from you, the question number 4. We were speaking about number 4. Do you think there should be more financial incentive to sports in Brazil?
I think so. I think they could build a more place to practice sport for people that can't afford, and for community and neighborhood and different kind of sport, not only soccer, that it's the most incentivized in Brazil. And yeah.
Yes, you mentioned something very, very important in my opinion too. Not only soccer, all right? I think the girls were speaking about that, Amanda and Fabricia, to give opportunity to taste a little bit of all kinds of sports. So you are able to choose what suits you better, you know? You have the opportunity to choose. That's so good. Guys, I'm gonna post here a link, okay, of the survey. All right, just a second. Here, let me post here. Good. I'd like you, please, to answer this survey, okay, so we can improve our meetings. I'd like to know if you have any suggestions. All are welcome, okay, so we can bring new topics and improving all the things we can to make it every time fun and good. Okay, guys, thank you very much for being here today. It was my first time as a hostess, so I'm very glad to have you here. It's a special meeting to me, so I will always remember. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you from the heart, and I hope you like it as I did, and I hope to see you all again next week. Okay, next week on Thursday we have Fabio's meeting too at 5 and mine at 6. All right, good to see you all. Thank you very much for joining, and have a great week. All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
yes.
Bye.
I'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you,
Bye, guys.
Reggie.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Melissa.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Fabio, very much. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.